Dale and ride the ponies. But my dad said we were going to the end of the world. And then my mom said, "Oh, God." And my dad said,
"Now, Tanya, it's time the child got to see what's what."
So we left the house and started driving and got onto the motorway and, well, soon it started to get dark. I love driving in the dark.
Jules de Gaultier once said, "Imagination is the one weapon in the war against reality." When reality becomes unpleasant, we may turn to our imaginations to provide a safe haven. Such is the case with Dawnie Morningside, a young girl who goes to no place other than her own mind when she meets that sanctuary. And much may be learned when seeing the problems in a dysfunctional family through the eyes of an imaginative child, especially in When We Yet to See the End of the World by Dawnie Morningside, age 11 1/4, written by Neil Gaiman.
I sit in the back of the car and got all these French step singing songs in the back of my head, and they go, la, 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 la. So then my dad has to go,
"Dawnie, stop making that noise."
But still, I go, la, 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 la. This is what I saw as we drive through the center of the city, out the window. I saw a beardy old man who ran up to our car when we stopped in the middle of the street and ran a smeary cloth all over our windows. He winked at me with his old eyes. I saw a street where the prettiest men I'd ever seen blew kisses and sung songs. And a street where I saw a woman holding the side of her face under a blue light. But it was bleeding and wet. And a street where only kitties stared back at us. My sister, the baby, is called Millicent, but I call her Daisy Daisy. It's from a song called Daisy Daisy, which goes, Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy over the love of you. Then we were out of the city, into the hills. There were houses that were like palaces on either side of the road. My daddy was born in one of those houses, but he moved into a smaller one when he got married. And then he and Mommy had the argument about money where he says what he threw away to be with her.
Oh, so you're bringing that up again, are you?
I looked at the houses. Daddy, which one did you and your Mommy live in?
I don't know.
He was lying. I don't know why grown-ups fib so much. I started to sing instead. La, 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 la.
Dawnie, stop that. For God's sake, let the girl express herself. Oh yes, I'd love to see her express herself. After all, she is her mother's daughter.
On the side of the road, there were bonfires. And sometimes even piles of bones. We stopped on one side of the road. The end of the world is on the other side of that hill, said next to us were people with masks on. I went up with Daisy to go see them. They were singing "Happy Birthday to You" to a big old lady with a big funny hat on. I waited to see her blow out the candles on her cake, but there wasn't a cake. Aren't you going to make a wish? She said she couldn't make any more wishes. She was too old. I told her that at my last birthday, when I blew out all my candles all in one go, I had thought about my wish for a really long time. I was going to wish that Mommy and Daddy wouldn't argue anymore. But in the end, I wished for a Shetland pony. Then we went back to the picnic table. And Mommy said something to Dad, and I didn't really hear it. And then he just hit her. He hit her with a big stick with his hand, and Mommy started to cry. I grabbed Daisy, and I said, "Come on, Daisy, come on, old Daisy Belle," because she was crying too. But I'm too old to cry. I sat her down by a rock and started singing songs to her. Daisy, Daisy, give your answer to. Then Mommy and Daddy came over and said we were going home. But that everything was really all right. Mommy's eye was all purple. On the way home, nobody said anything. The baby slept. When we got to the bridge, I said, "Daddy, if you tell somebody your birthday wish, does that mean it won't come true?"
Donnie, wishes don't come true whether you tell them or not.
Then I slept too. And then we were home, and it was morning, and I don't want to see the end of the world again. So before I got out of the car, I closed my eyes so I couldn't see anything at all. And I wished. And I wished. And I wished, and I wished, and I wished. I wish we'd gone to Ponydale. I wish we'd never gone anywhere at all. I wished I was somebody else.